Do you feel like a bit of an imposter? Like you're not quite where you should be? Like you imagined your life to be a bit different? You would be doing a bit different things. Maybe you'd be in a different career, studying a different field. Maybe you're not actually living your life. It's almost like you're in a movie, but you're not living your movie. You're living the life of someone else, watching the movie of someone else. Well, that is a common feeling that probably a lot of people will share. And so you are not alone. And the good news is that you can change, and change is possible. Change might be hard, but hard is still possible. And so it is possible for you. And so how can you change? How can you become the person that you want to be? How can you start living your life instead of the life of someone else? Because it will be quite sad, quite bad in many ways if you lived your entire life living the life of someone who you didn't actually want to be. Living the life of someone who you weren't meant to be. And so you can change your life, and well, it takes courage. You have to be brave enough to do the actual things which you want to do. You see, you might have imagined yourself being a professional athlete, or a musician, maybe a businessman. But the only way to make those things possible is if you have the courage to try. And that's what most people lack. They lack the courage to try. They are not brave enough to be different, to be exceptional, even though you need to be exceptional if you want to live your life. Because everyone is in their own way different and unique. And so if you don't do anything different and unique, you won't live your life. And in many ways, the voice inside us that keeps telling us that, you know what, maybe this job that we are in is not the one for us. We don't want to be here the rest of our lives. That voice is there to tell us that we need to change, that we need to do something. And that's what you need to do right now. You have to do the brave choice. You have to start doing the things that you actually want to do. You know, those dreams won't come true by accident. It's not like one day you'll wake up and oh, everything happened. Wow, I'm a professional athlete now. Wow, that business that I always dreamt of just magically came out of thin air and now I run it. No. All of these things require a lot of hard work. All of them require time and dedication. And you just have to be willing to take the risk and do it. You know, no matter what other people think, no matter what other people say, they say it's too risky. They say, oh, you know, stay in the secure lane. But did Napoleon stay in the secure lane? You know, Napoleon could have become a farmer. You know, it's a stable job. You know, he could have become a blacksmith. You know, wow, you know, it's a secure. You know, it's safe. You know, don't risk it. But we wouldn't talk about Napoleon if he didn't do the risky thing and try to become emperor. We wouldn't talk about Napoleon if he just surrendered, like the French somehow do. But if he actually took the risk and said, you know what, this might be the 7th coalition against me, but I'm still gonna try to win. I'm still gonna go to war. And that's what you need to do. Maybe not literally, but figuratively, metaphorically. A war inside you and the people around you to do the things that you actually want to do, that make you happy and make you the person that you want to be. You know, if the people around you say you don't start that business, you have a good job, maybe they're right. You have a good job. But maybe they're wrong in the sense that not everything is supposed to be secure and safe. Not everything about life is supposed to be like everything else. You know, you sometimes you have to be different. Sometimes you have to take the leap. Sometimes you have to do the things that other people say definitely don't do. Because when you do those things, you can be remembered. I mean, there is not a single person in history that was remembered for being what everyone else was. Like we talk about Napoleon. Same with Alexander the Great. Same with Isaac Newton. Same with every scientist, every person in history that you can name. From painters to artists, to scientists, to literally anyone. You can name them only and only because they were different. Only because they did what other people said were impossible and said were too risky and said that you should stay out of that because you can have the good life by just taking the safe route. But then they wouldn't have lived the lives that they were meant to live. And so if you want your life to be the life that is meant for you, be the life that is supposed to be yours, then you have to take the risk. You have to do what you want to do. And deep inside, I think everyone knows there is a voice inside you telling you, you should have gone and tried to do that. You should start that business. It's gonna be hard and difficult and require time and dedication and all those things, but it's gonna be in the end the correct choice. And you will be proud of it. And if you have any doubts in your head, just go ask any elderly person, what is the biggest thing that they're proud of? What is the proudest choice that they've ever made in their lives? Not a single one of them will say, oh man, I'm so proud that I did the exact thing that everyone else did and I never went out of line. And I never was unique and I never did anything different and I was always just the same as everyone else. They will never answer that. They will always say that the bravest moment of their life and the bravest decision that they've made is doing exactly the opposite. I did that which other people weren't willing to do. I did that which I wanted to do. It is despite the fact that other people doubted me, despite the fact that other people said that it's a bad decision, despite the fact that other people didn't believe in me. And those are the proudest moments that you will look back on. So you just have to make the brave choice and get your life back. Don't be the person who, never does the thing that they were meant to do, who never chases their dreams, who never does anything, and then one day you wake up and you're 80 years old and then you realize that you did nothing exceptional with your life. And you always took the safe route, but the safe route didn't lead to where you wanted to go. So be exceptional. Make the brave choice. Every single time that you think, do I make the brave choice or the not brave choice? The brave choice is usually the correct one. And that is how you can get your life to be your life. That is how you can feel like it is not an imposter. You're not an imposter anymore. You're not just living someone else's life. Slowly but surely you will change from the person living someone else's life to the person living the life that you were meant to have. And that's exactly what you should do. Do the brave choice. And that is how you can live the life that was meant for you. And so go out there, stay disciplined, chase your dreams, and have a fantastic day.